Hi, everyone. I'm Sandra Levy, Senior Editor of Drugstore News. Today, we have Samantha Picking. She's Director of Immunizations at Walgreens. Hi, Samantha. Welcome, and thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank you so much for having me today.
My pleasure. So let's get right to it. Every year, Walgreens releases its annual flu tracker. Can you describe this initiative and why it's so important?
Sure. So we have what's called the Walgreens Respiratory Index. Formerly, this was known as Walgreens COVID-19 Index. It's basically an interactive tool that allows users to search by market or state to see where the geographic area ranks in terms of respiratory activity in any given week. Initially, this was focused on COVID-19, but we've now expanded it to include positivity trends for influenza A and B, and it's proven to be an essential tool in understanding viral transmission. It's compiled using Walgreens COVID and flu testing data, pulling from more than 5,000 Walgreens stores across the US and Puerto Rico. Now, what I would say is the significance of it is it helps healthcare providers inform their respective community outreach efforts. For example, they may decide to organize a flu clinic in an area that's experienced more prevalent flu activity. It may also help customers track respiratory viruses in their community and help people monitor places they may be planning to travel. Really, it serves as an important role to remind us to take those preventative measures against influenza and respiratory illnesses.
So how can people best protect themselves against respiratory viruses this fall and winter?
Well, the best protection is vaccination. Vaccination is the number one way you can protect yourself against respiratory illness. We're now offering flu shots in our stores for anyone ages 3 and up nationwide ahead of respiratory illness season. We know immunizations can often fall off the to-do list. It's an extremely busy time of year. I know for myself, my kids are going back to school. We're trying to get back into the regular flow of things after summer. So it's just so important to set aside that time, and we have convenient options to get all recommended vaccines ahead of this season. Now, Walgreens offers a broad range of immunizations. So like I said, you can get all of them in one visit. That includes seasonal vaccines like flu and COVID, routine vaccines like RSV, pneumonia, hepatitis, shingles. We also have travel vaccines. So if you have any trips coming up, you can also get those, whether it's typhoid or polio, among others. The updated COVID vaccines, which will more closely target and better protect against circulating variants, are actually going to be available in the coming weeks too. Now, it's really easy to schedule a vaccination appointment with Walgreens. You can do it through the app or on our scheduler. We have flexible options. Like I said, it's a busy time of year, but we have nights, weekends, and walk-in when available. Our pharmacists are highly trained. They know immunizations. They are here as trusted healthcare providers who are ready to help patients that navigate what vaccines might be right for them or what questions they may have about vaccinations and really help them through that process.
Well, that's terrific. But what necessary tests can patients take if they're feeling sick? If they didn't prevent themselves from getting sick, they caught a bug, what type of tests do you offer?
Yeah, we are getting into that time of year and it will be here in no time, especially with lots of family gatherings and the holidays. So those who are experiencing respiratory symptoms should consider getting tested at Walgreens. It helps you know with greater confidence which virus you may have, and then you're able to quickly take the necessary steps to getting better. We offer a variety of tests in store. We have flu and COVID testing, including over-the-counter rapid antigen tests. And then we have an easy 2-in-1 result rapid test for both COVID and influenza A and B. Influenza, again, individuals can visit Walgreens, schedule through our app or online, and also see what testing options are available. They can also go right online and order those over-the-counter tests to have at home. Again, our expert pharmacists are here to help. They can advise any individuals coming in to understand what tests may be right for them, and if they test positive, what would be the next steps for treatment.
Yes, speaking of next steps, that's my last question. So what treatment options are available if patients are sick with flu or COVID? What's next?
So Walgreens and your community pharmacy is that place to go for those over-the-counter medications. So obviously we have over-the-counter medications, but also we can help with any prescription medications that will help individuals get back on their feet as soon as possible. We offer test to treat services for both flu and COVID, simplifying that path to recovery. Walgreens pharmacists can help patients manage symptoms and dispense those medications they may have been prescribed. We also offer same-day delivery for those medicine cabinet essentials. Like I said, it's a busy time of year. I will be doing it. I will be putting in my same-day orders to really stock up my medicine cabinet before respiratory season, because it's so much easier when you actually do get sick to just have everything on hand. In many states, our pharmacists will be able to evaluate and prescribe antiviral medicine. So that includes Paxlovid and Tamiflu if someone does test positive for COVID and flu, get them back to and recovering quickly. We also offer virtual care options. So individuals who may need further treatment or care from a clinician can use our virtual care options too.
Well, thank you, Samantha. This is such important information. I really appreciate that you took the time to share it with our readers and listeners. So we hope to see you again and speak about another issue coming up.
Thank you so much for having me today.
My pleasure.